Yo, what up? Welcome to the stream, dude. And we got our Gwendolyn profile picture. It's pretty nice. I like Odin's spear. Hey, we're gonna play Knights of Azure, man. I grinded for activity points and blood. Yeah, I should probably explain what that is. Well, the blood is for leveling up because you need to collect it, and then bring it to an altar to level up. And, the activity points are for unlocking your skills. Yeah, it isn't quite like Knights of Azure 2. Or in Knights of Azure 2, you level up and then get points that you can put towards getting skills. Of course, the bad thing to get in this game is actually more time, because, well, that ties into daytime activities, you see. Yeah, you want to be able to do daytime activities as quickly as possible, man. You don't want to do them too. So if you have more time, it'll be harder to do them, man. Alright, let's go to the altar. So we can get some sweet, sweet levels in. I do like Knights of Azure's leveling system. It, is kind of strange, I admit. And of course we're getting our niece in her strange costume again. That looks completely ridiculous. Yes, what if it is it's supposed to be? I don't know. Alright, let's level up to level 5. As you can see, we can only go up to a max of 10. There's not a lot of leveling up in this game. Yes, very nice. And we learned a Blitz Shooter form. Cool. And we can put in monsters that are the same tribe, of course. And the blue blood, you remember, the Night Lord's blood turned people, animals, and even freaking dolls into monsters. I don't want to seek the blood. I'm not going to drink my girlfriend's blood, man. No. But our relationship went up because of that. Yeah, you're not supposed to be selfish in a relationship, you know. Yeah, you don't want to seek blood, man. Of course, sucking blood from, girl and girl blood sucking is, in Knights of Azure 2. Pretty early on in the game, too, if you're interested in that. Not that I would be into that or anything, no. Hey, what is this? Yes, I have a safe. Hey, what are you doing in my bedroom? Okay, thank you for the lovely bed, I guess. For making a bed, I guess. Hey, Killer Doll, what are you doing here? Don't jump up and down on my bed. What? Yeah, Killer Doll's a little bit playful. Hey, Plumie, what do you want? Yeah, what? Rest together, what? Okay then. That was really weird. Alright, I got a couple of new servants. I actually got this from the garden. Off of one of the Massacre. And I got this probably from refighting that freaking carousel horse, man. Yes, and Massacre is really good. I really like it. No. Oh, that's a cool name. I like that. And he avoids defense, which is really good against a lot of the tankier enemies. Of course, I'll do the guard trumpet too. The army. Yes, we'll just call it the army. Of course, we've already got these. Yeah, I should probably check out what sort of skills I got. Yeah, Blitz Shooter form, we unlocked that. Same type. Yeah, you can put the same sort of servants in your deck if you really want to. I recommend getting. I want to increase quest accept. Want to get more daytime activities up. That way it'll make it easier to grind more points, man. I don't want the time boost. I want this though. So if you're really I guess I would be interested in it. Since we got more quests to take. Really want more charm points. We're watching. Good. Definitely want them charm points. That'll help us get more. That'll help us make the. That'll make the grind a little bit easier. Which. Increase my reward. Yes, please. I'll take that. Want these later. Right now, I should probably get some more points together. These. Worry about the rest of them later. I'll go to the altar again to unlock more skills. Not here right now. Oh, I don't have enough to do it, huh? Oh well, I'm level 5 anyway. That should be pretty... Oh. I thought I had more than that, man. Anyway, let's go down to the arena and see what sort of things we could do. Oh no. Final, Black Widow. That one has a moonstone. There's a mark maturation. I'll try this. There's some strong enemies on that, man. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. There we go, we beat him. We did it. We got the mark of maturation, that's pretty good. Final. Only one of the mark of maturation is because it lets you get the skill limit. get over to Servan's level limit. Increases your level cap, of course. Why micro maturation is really good because you can increase the servant's level cap. Level thing will definitely increase your level cap. Pretty good. I like using that. It's really good late game. Al wants to play with the... Yeah, avoid the owl. It turns out that Mary is a lot like a little child. I'm perfectly fine with. Alright, she wants to find a hat that's somewhere in the hotel. What do you want? Oh, well, the Wood Golem's got some good goals going for it, man. Alright, what do you want, Wolf? That's pretty. Oh, there's the hat. Wait, what? It's being lifted off? What the heck is taking the hat away? There it is, by the piano. Oh. Oh. My little fairy was inside of it. Of course we can help out Lily. Hat. Thief is careless. Guessing perhaps the church is trying to hide the truth of what they're doing. Hummers, huh? Oh, he's gone. Okay, I want to unlock certain quests that will help for later. Of course, the second game I should mention has a swimming pool. Could go with that. $3 as much as you're pretty good. Oh, I went to do with Massacre. good to it. Help out a little. Black book stuff. What else do we got? Bombs and find a toy inside the simulation. Oh yeah, that area is now opened up. We can go over that way. Place that our offense will be a little bit. Mesosaur is level 1 when we start off with it. But it'll be okay. The thing about Mesosaur is it does its void defense. Good. Good ability, I think. There's an event over here. Right, I'm not dead. Defense is good against enemies that take 1 point of damage from X. How tanky they are. There's a couple griffins that are going to be up ahead. Big one is to find a Dryad one. It'll give us a defense, give us AoE defense buff. Bleed is really good against these fighters, man. Because they take massive damage from getting bled. I also believe there's toy soldiers in yeah. Big thing to find is the Dryads. First, we want to pick up some items too while we're here. First, we want to pick up more blood too. Defeat enemies. Yeah, I forgot to equip new items, didn't I? Here's the gun form. It uses up SP in order to shoot bullets. Here's the monster that you can get the Nether Serpent from. That lets you get another fetish. And while it's pretty good at range, it does use up magic to do it. Which is why the pink diamond from earlier, well, that we got last episode, is pretty good for that. All these toy soldiers, you're gonna get some stuff from them. Over to better with the pink diamond, because the pink diamond restores a lot of your SP pretty quickly. Quick enough to use the gun as a weapon. Blood bonus, cool. Need a lot of it to level up again. This will clear the area of enemies. Be cleared out as much. Like that, our niece is reasonably quick. can be a little bit faster. Get the bangle for her. Increase her movement speed dramatically. That won't be available till later. Ooh, what's over here? Higher level enemies are a bit more threatening. Damn, is that thing level 5? That's even glowing too. An especially dangerous enemy. Leveling up doesn't really do much. It does, like, let you maybe get a little bit stronger than... Oh. Here's another shop. Buy another bell collar. Buy that. Better to equip the servants. A little bit to... Done by that, huh? Bent over there. Yep. Of course I do. Obviously it's very important for story reasons. Getting Massacres now. Of course, I've already got mine. Got from the garden, which is a pretty hard drop to get in the garden. Another killer doll one. Another killer doll enemy. Yeah, we can't get that one though. Only certain enemies drop. You can only get servants from certain enemies. I got the Ashen Petals. That way is blocked off until we do the rest of the story. Do anything right now. I really like Massacre because it can inflict bleed and it ignores defense. Obviously, those are two really good abilities. Watch out for the bombs. First, they will explode and do a lot of damage to you. You don't want to be hurt for a lot of damage, do you? See, they chip off quite a bit of HP. Plus, Massacre is pretty good for a lot of the enemies that have higher defenses. A little bit more useful than the regular dinosaur in that regard. A regular dinosaur, not to say the dinosaur is actually bad, it's actually really good. Really neat. Stronger. Nice reward for us. Got the sword stuff. May as well try again to try to get the Dryad. Hopefully she'll drop her stuff. She'll drop the thing we need. We got plenty of luck items to equip. Hopefully a quest opens up. Supposed to be looking for a lost toy, but Not in this area. Quick bleed on enemies, it does do damage to them over time. Obvious. Pretty good status effect. Always felt. Pretty good along with stun. Bleed and stunning enemies is what you want when battling enemies in the game. Mainly because stun will basically make them pretty vulnerable to your attacks. Bleeding them does also reduce their defenses and also makes them take damage over time. Obviously, those are really good things. They didn't drop it. Don't worry, they occur in other places, but one of the first places they occur in, obviously. No big deal if we don't get it right away. I can always come back and grind later. Can always go back and forth and try to get it. A higher level shadow enemy. There's a shadow enemy you can get, but it doesn't appear until later. Only off a very specific shadow that you can get it. Uh-oh, poison. Shadow you can get does help you by poisoning enemies, I believe. If I remember correctly, that's what it does. Didn't get it again. Try once more. Not like we really have to get it. We could finish it. We could advance the. Besides, we need to advance the story in order to get to the opera house anyway. Obviously, we're supposed to find out what we can do about the book, of course. Ooh, Rusty Horseshoe, that's perfect. Actually, that's really good because it your luck. Obviously, not as much as the old gold coin, but increase your luck a little. You may want to do. Try once more. Don't really care about the time limit, obviously. Time limit doesn't really matter in this game as much as it does in the second one. Also in that one, the servants are dropped from blood flowers anyway, and not off of random drops of enemies. It's actually much easier in that regard. Plus you can evolve them. Plus when you play the game again, you can evolve them even further. A war bonnet, okay. Cool. I'm gonna keep trying to grind for it until I run out of time. That door that's over here. Back to the door and then here. Hey, dropped a wolf fang. Okay. Wolf fang is not bad. Door over here somewhere. There it is. Going through there will. More toy soldiers, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's really weird. You don't know... Your servants level up the normal way, but our niece does not level up the normal way. Strange in that regard, huh? Oh, there's a purple fairy. I can get the purple fairy later. The void defense is really good. Of course, they also try to poison you. Fun to level up. Getting poisoned is really bad. Well, not quite as bad. Quite as bad as another game. Area is blacked off. Go that way even if we wanted to. So we might as well make a beeline for the door. Go back and advance the story. Give me a chance to put my summons. And also get more skill points. Get more activity points. SP. I'll go with the attack up. We reduces them by a couple levels. Drake is not at all. One with that. Please hold. Story. And next up, there's gonna be. Next area is gonna be the Opera House. Here we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight another cool boss in that game. That area. He's quite the maestro of music. Of course, we might want to grind for a couple more levels, huh? Chocolate is a poor substitute for your blood cravings. Please stop being stubborn. No, I don't. No, I don't want your blood. No, I don't want your weird... I don't want blood from weird, places that, Where are you even getting blood from, Kira? Where even are they getting the blood from? That's the weird thing about it, man. Damn, I'm still short quite a bit. Only I had an item that increases blood spill. Wait, what? Somebody stole it. Somebody stole your money. What's wrong? Somebody stole the book. Must have been a Kira spy. Yeah, there must be a third party somewhere that's stolen the book. They want... Yeah, obviously they want to keep this the ritual a secret. Yeah, this will become... I'm told that the second time around when you play this game. Light of the dream world, huh? No, we're not going to worry about that right now. Support from faraway countries, huh? Yeah, this is where we're gonna get trade routes, I believe. Trade. Obviously, area is gonna be tons of vendors. There'll be a bit of time between them. I'll trade that one. Cost quite a bit of money to do it. Means, huh? Guess we could do that. It's not too high. Equipment. Five. Our defense would probably not. Diamond is some your form. Yeah, this is what you use for the shooter form. Obviously, it's pretty good for that. Because you recover SP by 2 every second, so you can pretty much spam it. Now a vampire bat would be fun. One will give a defense. That. But I got this. Allies, which is got plenty of red spinels. Not what's in the dream world, of course. Because that's where he wants us to go. Obviously, somebody from Nakira stole the book. It's definitely the Black Cat, man. Yeah, I don't trust anything in this act, man. Oh, hello there, and also... Yep, we're getting this ridiculous costume in, too. Hey, Black Kitty, what up? How she envisions herself, huh? I mean, you look more mature and more beautiful. I mean, what? Oh, yes. Oh, so that's why we don't... Okay, goodbye. The dream is ending. Ring? Mean the ring. Hey, the cat took the... Huh? Important, isn't it? Yeah, so based... Oh, hello there. Can't let her go through this, man. I do want to save her. Not sure how to get... this then. Can't allow the Pope to get away with whatever they're planning, man. Put a ring in that safe, man. That's what's in there. Yes, I'm told that the second playthrough has some new things in it. That aren't in this playthrough, obviously. So it's pretty much the same as the base game now. Don't know how much fun it would be to watch it again. Cat's trying to steal the ring. But no, it's really messed up. Yeah, so basically the church created a situation where our niece can't live a normal life and can't be with her waifu. Escort you? Where do you want me to escort you? Okay, see you later. She broke something else. Oh, hand-holding, yes. Perhaps. So cute, isn't it? No, I think it was planned... No, I think we wanted to be friends, man. Kira kind of put us together because, reasons? Gonna be friends, man. See, our niece got friend zoned. So get on with the story, man. Really want to go to the opera house, but they might want to get in another level. Going on? In crime now. I don't understand what's going on whatsoever. Are we not supposed to? At least steal the book then. Because Akira misled her to believe in that? Akira put her up to it, and then there's... Unless the Black Cat was the one that took it. Yeah, don't say that. Don't say things like that about my waifu. Yeah, stop saying things about my... Stop saying my waifu is trash, man. Baka. Convinced her to do it, and she stole the book to train. Well, yeah, the hero has some secrets in that book, and Lilise took it. The Opera House, I'll be going there right now. Yeah, it's totally not a trap or anything, no. This is most certainly not a trap. Okay, I believe you. Lovely artwork. Alright, let's head off to the Opera House now. I've been looking forward to this level. I should go into... get that quest done. You know the drill. I know these enemies are pretty weak. Beat them up for sled. Obviously the bat would be really good with the gladiator shoes. For our niece, to help her level up a little. Also help her with... I kind of want to get the story item. I mean, quest item that we're supposed to be getting. One quest. Be a good excuse to get him more skill points. The more blood that we need it. Good, and we got a rusty horseshoe too. Ooh, level 4, that's pretty scary, man. Or it would be if we weren't level 5 and... Or it would be if we weren't higher level. I have to go through the subway in order to get to Opera House and go through where we were earlier. Hopefully when we go through again, we'll be able to get that Dryad one. Of course, it's a rare... For some, all the fetishes are rare drops off of enemies. If you really want them. For some are in treasure chest if you really like that. Mesa Sword drop obviously drops off of the Mesasaurs, which are the blue imp creatures. Oh, we got the toy. But that's what I came down. That's what I originally came here for. Let's head down. Head down into the subway. I do like the Dryad one. First, the red recolor of her is also really good too because she has a big attack boost. She has a big AoE attack boost. This area is a pretty good place to get wolf. Been not really sure what's going on with the story though. I guess the Kira really convinced the Elise that sacrificing herself was for the good of the world, huh? Why she took the book, huh? Until in the second playthrough, there's actually some extra stuff that gets added. Sure if you'd like to see that, since a lot of it is like the main game, man. Of course, you also get a 5th form in that one, too. Oh, another fetish. And we got another moonstone. Yeah, that'll let you make another Illyrian, which is what we have in our party right now. Who's the little healing fairy. Of course, if you get the same tribe bonus, you can put it on the second party. And I think some of you might be interested in getting another one. You know, in case this first one dies. Which could be possible, which might be possible towards the late game when we fight some stronger enemies. Obviously. Have to try and get it, man. The level 4 one. Nothing for someone who's level 5, of course. So you have a pretty low level cap. Of course, marks of maturation help your servants overcome the level cap by 1 level. Hope that one of these will drop the thing we want. Nope, no drops off those. Kinda hoping they would. The cats will obviously spawn in more enemies. Some of them can be pretty dangerous. Toy soldiers, which not with a toy soldier fetish. We might want to get that. Might want to get one of those. Of course, you probably want to do the arena too. The reason you want to do the arena and get more quests off of, do more stuff off of that is obviously to get some rare fetishes you can get off of that one. You know, one of them will let you get the fetish for the Shadow Beast pretty easily. As of course, if you get to the point in the story that it unlocks. Pretty good team one. Wolf, Massacre, and Fairy are all really good. Of course, I say that all the time. Really like Paralyze, Void Defense, Bleed. Oh, really good. Really good. With these cats because spawn in some enemies. Wish you could get this cool looking top hat one. No, you can't get that one. Oh well, the female doll's much cuter anyway. Oh. So it would be cool to get both. Of course, the second game actually has unique servants that don't actually fight. Maybe a couple of them. You fight the bee ones. There's also like a little rabbit one that's like based on Alice in Wonderland. That one has a shield. That one obviously has a shield power up for you if you're interested in that. I'm not getting... Need to slay a bunch of bombs too. Ping bombs is the quest we're getting. Got him. Item. Obviously want better items as you go on. For stun is pretty much the big thing you want. Does make Knuckle Dusters pretty relevant for quite a while. You may not be in. You may not be in. Go the other way. Go back. Give us another chance to try and get drop. Perfectly fine. I mean, we're gonna fight a few more enemies. It's perfectly the blood anyway. That vampire bat does help you get a little bit more off of chains. Obviously, it combos really well with them. Goes really well with the gladiator. We got him. Go in here and try to drop off these guys. Hope we can get. Nope, no drop. Probably go full luck here, huh? This way. Should have taken it here, but I went west. Obviously, that way is gonna open up because it's unsealed now. The second game, no seals actually act as barriers that you have to freeze things to advance. Really want that Dryad power up. You want the Dryad Servant. For two obvious reasons. Much like how this game has two obvious reasons for putting our niece in that one costume. If you're getting a close-up of that monster's, you know what, never mind that. Let's keep going. Actually went backwards by accident anyway. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to get it. Got all of them. Let's keep... Definitely want to do the Opera House sometime today. I wanted to complete a couple quests while I'm by it. Blood bump it. Have to level up too. Up to level 6. But you also want to make Mesa Sword stronger too. Still level 3. Enemies are kind of at the same level he is right now. That's okay if we... Okay, though. As soon as we get to the upper house, we're gonna unlock it on the map, right? I believe that's how that works. They lead to the boss, obviously. Of course, there's another fetish here that you can get. Kind of hard to get. Obviously, there's a lot of really strong servants on this, strong enemies on this map. Starting to catch up with us in levels. But the good news is that higher level enemies do drop more blood. Obviously, you can get another doll off these doll enemies. You know, the doll fetish we found at on the first level? Yeah, you can get another one if you want. As if you're interested. Some of you might be. A pretty good one. Going. That one doesn't drop... One doesn't drop one, but it is a pretty cool looking enemy. Triad, though, definitely drops one. Remember, because I got it one time. Trying to get all the drops off of all the fetish drops off of enemies. Really wanted all of them. So that one of the trade route, the areas you can't get on the trade routes, also really good too. Has one. You guys are dropping bombs, huh? Not for much longer. They're dead. Jars for money and some items. Wait is here. Not done here. Well, as long as we can get to the door in time. Oh, drop the doll. That's like really good. Obviously, the doll fetish will let you get another one of the dolls. But you need the same tribe bonus. You need the same tribe bonus that you can only get off of getting more skill points added. Or to get them. Being poisoned is why you want a good healer on your team. Almost there. We just need to plow through these enemies. Break the object. At the door. Right now. We're almost out of time. We might as well go for it. Oh, level ups. Shield got enhanced. I'll go with Augment Chain. Go with Retaliation. Base SP up for you. Up good. For beast. Cowbell? Well. Up on that. Good. And very happy we got that bell. Normally it takes a lot of grinding to get that one. If we got enough. Still don't have enough. Supposed to do bomb slaying work. There, what do you want? What? I'll say. It'd cost less. Definitely want that. Sick party, but later. Good right. Right bonus, I definitely am gonna want the more equipped though. And I need like 75 stamina for that, huh? Definitely focus on getting farm. Messenger. Go back. Bring. There we go. Okay. Oops, I accidentally pressed the... I mean, the game gave me the wrong input, obviously. Snort. Yeah, I pressed the attack button, but it gave me the button to use a special and wasted my SP, dude. I don't know what went wrong. Obviously, it's the game's fault, dude. Oh, does that have a fetish over there? Go grab that. Thank you, a Black Widow. Thank you. Yeah, we have to go over here. There's a spider up there. A white spooter. Uh-oh, a spooter. Wait, what? You can understand it? Working an edge. Have a web on the edge of the tailor shop, and then... No, spiders do really like people. They really like being in people's houses. Okay, thank you, Professor. Okay, I guess Guess we're happy with that result. Next thing we should do is go back. We need to slay more bombs. There are a couple of bombs in the other area. There are a couple of bombs in the other area. Quest. 50% done, so we defeated 6 of them, I guess. There are a couple of bombs up ahead, so... could do that. I want that triad drop, man. Go back through here. It'll give me a good excuse to grind and get more blood. I'm sorry for delaying things a little further. Of course, the circus also... Of course, the Horrorland also has a great deal number of bombs. We can always go there. We completed that quest, at least. One's pretty easy. The bomb one will become... Let's try to get the drop off these guys. Damn, they didn't drop it. Supposed to go the other way, aren't we? Oh well, if anything, I'll just try to get it off camera. Kind of RNG that you get it anyway. It might be easier to do that. And we've been playing for a while, but we haven't gotten to the Opera House yet. I want to get to level 6 at least. Before I do that. Because the Opera House does have a pretty strong boss, so gotta be really careful of that. Alright. I'll try one more time to try and get it, but... Try one more time to get the Dryad drop. If I don't get it, I'll just do it off camera. Got plenty of time to do it, man. Of course, I'm kind of wondering if it's testing your patience, though. If we had more gold coins, that'd be a lot better than the horseshoes. In terms of being able to get it. Well, they give me an excuse to grind. Alright, let's try this once. Try this for the last time on stream, man. Dropped some. Didn't drop it. Oh well. I'll just do it off camera. Go over to the Opera House. There. Good thing we opened the door there. Doors exist for a reason. If you go through them, they're Wolfang. Obviously, another wolf familiar would be Good too. In case the first one does, you can just swap between your deck parties at any time. Of course, the big reason to do that is of course, if your first party goes down, you can have a second one. Because it takes time for servants to recharge after they get KO'd. Of course, if you have some magic to spare, it'll be that. Alright, let's head into the Opera House. I'm pretty excited to do the boss here. Have the time for it. I also want to get a little bit stronger. What we've taken? I dropped a warp mace. We can get another Massacre. See, obviously that's where you get it. First they say appears in the garden, but have to it is kind of dangerous early on because enemies are a little bit higher level than you right there when you first go through there. Oh, another doll. Can't believe we're getting lucky on the doll drops, man. They're normally one of the harder ones to get. This is the first area you can really get it, man. Obviously, there's a Batwing version of this monster here. You can get a fetish from. This is the one that does the attack boost. Of course, that one isn't available until late game. Which is unfortunate. For us. What's in this pot? Do some money. Definitely want to grab the money. I mean, there's never a bad sign to grab money. Unless you're playing a game where money is actually useless. Or you can make stuff by crafting that's even better than what you get at the shops. Like in Atelier Ryza, you know, actually making things with alchemy is actually better. Making items by making armor and accessories. Making arms, armor, and accessories is better than what you get at the shops, man. The only thing that's really worth it is recipe books and mats, man. Even then, you can get higher tier mats once you get the Mirage Loop Compass. And towards late game, man. And of course, from Bottle Worlds, too. This is where I found some high tier cotton balls in that. And those are a pretty tricky item to get, man. I want to inflict bleed. Definitely don't want to be poisoned. Purple fairies can poison you, and they're... Oh, but him with bleed is definitely the good way to go against them. Only servants can break objects. I don't know why our niece is not strong enough to do it on her own. No, I really enjoy this game's battle system. I wish the second game was a lot like this one with multiple servants you control. Of course, in that game you do get like 2 servants at a time and a lily with you. I'm not kidding. You can get one of your lesbian harem girls with you. They'll fight with you, and they're actually not too bad. Of course, the freaking chocolatier girl with a giant whisk is the best one. I just think it's really silly that she fights with a big ass freaking whisk, man. And her special is freaking summoning a giant area of chocolate, man. Maybe the second game isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Of course, the time limit is probably a downer for most people. I remember Eric Landon RPG was playing it for the first time. He had some difficulty with the first boss of it, but to be expected if you don't know how to defeat it. What you're supposed to do with that boss is you're supposed to get oil on it when it charges and then burn it so you can stun it for a little bit and inflict more damage to it. And it's one of those Yiz bosses where actually fighting it the normal way is the hard way to do it, and you're supposed to beat it by puzzles. It's a puzzle boss, dude. Yeah, you see, it's a puzzle boss. Yeah, DSP also has a thing for calling bosses that that require strategy to beat a freaking puzzle boss, man. He's so used to actually being able to overcome anything by just spamming the same moves over and over again that he's kind of spoiled on it, man. When he was playing Resident Evil 3, he couldn't figure out how to beat freaking Nemesis, man. Huh, I should probably play a Resident Evil game. I've never played any of them besides 4. All the way through, at least. But I haven't actually beaten any of them aside from that one. I believe there's a statue lioness of one of these that has a serve and drop. You know, the fetish. I believe it's a different one than this one, though. Don't quite remember, but if you look at the monster list, you can see which enemies drop it. You can see which enemies actually drop fetishes. Yeah, obviously I haven't been opening that menu. Wait, what's going on? Get a black cat. Why are you here? Oh no, I'm not following you. You're gonna lead me into a trap, man. And besides, there's treasure over here. I want to get the treasure. Ooh, blood bonus. I think I'll dip out of here. If you want to do the boss, maybe later. And I want to dip. I don't know if I have enough blood, though. Dip out of here and try to level up. Apologies, guys. Level up for you, okay. Good. Out of here with SP6. Definitely don't get rid of my fetishes, man. Hope I got enough of it. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Or, I mean, it gave me the wrong input, obviously. Oh, we can level up, okay. I want to get up to level 6 so we can beat it. Then beat it. Hey there, Arnice. You've been waiting for me. Yeah, she always says that when you're about to level up. Go level up right now. Lit shooter expertise and illusionist. Get the phantom form. But I'm worried. Alright, guys. Get the phantom form. A little bit stronger. Ask about the blue bud. Purify blue bud so we can stop them from. No, 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 no. We don't want. Akira wants to stop human beings from being brilliant. Eternal night. I kind of want to avoid. I want to ask questions that will raise relationship level a little next time. Here. Getting our niece up to level 6 is pretty good. Illusionist. Split shooter expert. I really like that. Really like that. That one is pretty. Vampire. Really do it this. You have an event, do you? When is this reward pay? Who's done for best? There's the white spider that we ran into. Let's go do it for real this time. Do a quest over here too. Right now, I think we should probably do the quest. Story. Hopefully we can get another. We're supposed to slay imps anyway, so we can get for one of those warp maces. Lucky to have enough. While I'm at it. Stuff does not end it because they're empty, like my soul. Yes, my soul is an empty vase. It's not hard to see why my soul is so empty. After all, anyone knows that gamers have no soul. Yeah, gamers don't have souls, man. After all, it's kind of known by all media sources that gamers have no souls. Obviously. That drop. Not that great. Look how sneaky and teleport heavy these guys are. Do like inflicting bleed. Anyway, daggers are pretty good in this. Guess you can combo between whatever weapons you have. And switch between them at will using the D-pad. Will help you do bigger combos. Right, let's go. You have to unlock the main boss's area by defeating enemies that are down here, obviously. But why are you up there? Did the game bug out? I thought the game bugged out there for a moment. That was weird. But we successfully slayed as much imps as we could. Items, not. They're not what we're looking for. We can always sell them later. Alright, let's go in and fight this boss. He can be pretty tough, though. Guy's pretty dangerous. Oh, it's Christopher? Hey, what are you doing here? Yes, I am going to... Yes, tell me, what is the Kira trying to do? Uh-oh, she wants to test us by summoning a powerful monster. Oh hey, it's the Matador. It's the Matador from Persona. Now this guy, he's pretty cool. He attacks with musical instruments. He's also fairly powerful. Out of the area. I'm stunned, I'm stunned, I'm stunned. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Alright, we got him stun-locked. He's fairly formidable. Out for his attack. Oh, I remember. He does this too. Alright, let's do the thing. I should probably keep... There we go, we beat him. Yeah, he does that move where he disables your servants, man. Damn, look at all that blood we got, man. That's because we comboed pretty high on him, man. And he gave us a mark, too. Yes, that is because I am an unethically experiment. That's because our news was made by unethical experimentation by religious officials. Yeah, it makes me wonder what sort of freaking church this is. Uh-oh, they're trying... Oh, they want to stop her from defeating it. They want to stop her from revealing too much. Yeah, we want to learn how to stop the night without sacrificing our girlfriend, but seems like the story definitely wants to lean towards a tragedy, man. Yeah, there's no way our niece is allowed to be happy. I mean, even in the second game, the frickin' Moonbright took away her lover, man. And forced her to work for her, man. Yeah, that was a thing, man. Hey. What were you trying to find out? Wait, what are you talking about? We were trying to find out how to seal a night lord without sacrificing you. What happened with you, man? Wait, I stole the black cat? What do you mean? The black cat was in the, area where I was at, man. It totally led us into something that was definitely not a trap, for a test of our skill. Yeah, we've been going on for a while, man. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I'm not... Okay, I guess. I don't really remember how to get the other forms, but I know they're there. You have to unlock them first, obviously, by leveling up. Fusionist form is pretty good. It's like its AoE heal ability. I believe it's related to the elements of your servants that you have with you. Just don't remember how to unlock it, man. Oh well, I'll look that up next time. Oh, what did you get me? Wait, it's got a broken heart! Hey, but they know we're lovers! Oh yeah, I guess, Lily's is mad at Arnie's for some reason. Cool, level up, okay. Up that. That boost for you. But we didn't get it, we weren't out for enough time, man. That shell cam. That 17 plus attack boost. Good. Death revival, that sounds good. We got our warp mace. Sure, I guess I'll save. Yeah, since we're being... It wants us to save anyway. Alright, we completed the chapter. Yo, Lilise, will you please talk to us? The cupcake represents my feelings. Yes, I'm angry at you. Okay, I guess I can help you with your research, I guess. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, what do I have to do? Tell me what I have to do. And then tell me... Wait, what, Lady L? Legally supporting sons that have been said... Oh, so they were committing fraud. They were committing tax fraud, just like the SB. Hey, they're called perverts because they were trying to research our niece's body, man. Wait, what? Ask of what? So they want us to crack open a cold case, huh? Alright, I guess we can look into it, I guess. Even though it will lead us nowhere. Okay, let's solve this cold case, I guess. Okay, let's go over to the Opera House, I guess. Oh, thank you. I hope we can reconcile too. Oh, thank you, Dinosaur. You're really good. I like you. No, I don't want to research tea with you. Oh, teas are pretty interesting. Of course, like the Earl Grey. There's also the freaking fruity hibiscus tea, which is red, you know. Pretty interesting, I think. Of course, a lot of you are familiar with chamomile and black tea. Alright, I guess we'll check out this quest. Okay, it's loading. Cat. Why do you have that? Where are you guiding me? Can I really go to the Opera House then? Event's up there, so it says the event is up there. Damn, is that enemy is level 6? Damn, these glowing enemies are really strong, man. And they're just random super strong enemies that can totally wreck you or anything. Who dropped another mace, okay. Hey, what are you doing here? Yes, you're awfully calm when surrounded by all these hostile demons, dude. You okay, dude? Okay, so why have the fiends taken over this frickin' opera house? I really don't know, but it's really weird. Alright, good luck with your research, I guess. By the way, you're also really calm when frickin' attacked by frickin' D. Also really cute when being attacked. And all these... Sounds really cute. Are you sure you don't want it? Wait, what are you doing here? Yes, I am planning another get-rich-quick scheme. I am totally Yes, I am a serious professional. Businessman. Business, 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 business. Glad we leveled up to level 6, man. Area would be pretty tough without that. Good news is we can go over here and put the boss again. I think is good news. Yeah, sometimes he has marks of maturation. That's one of his one of the things he drops. You're probably gonna want to go over to Servant's level cap. Why is there a big giant green energy ball just floating in air? I don't know. Why am I a Lowry? I get wrecked by Blade. Could we be? Well, now break the object in the way. Bust it open. But it's broken. More enemies? Question mark? Probably not. That's the thing we're looking here. Looking even supposed to be here. Oh, how'd you get over here? Dragons such big blue blood turned them into imps. But they were lizards before. Okay, you're freaking out over lizards. You remind me of Prince Charmless. Dude also freaked out over lizards. Yes, the reason he freaked out over lizards was because of the lizard Illuminati, of course. Of course, lizards are not that freaky, man. I mean, they're certainly not snakes or spiders. Of course, some people have some very strange phobias that probably wouldn't think are normal. Although it's best not to laugh at it. Very serious to them, you see. I mean, there are some people that are afraid of freaking butterflies, man. Of course, I think butterflies are really cute, but look. Alright, let's do this. Flow right through them. Oh, there's a level 6 enemy here. Of course there is. Gotta pile on the damage and defeat him pretty quickly. Get up on my backline, man. Can't let him get to my little fairy, man. And we gotta protect it. From killer dolls, obviously. And I dig that top hat, man. I think Mary from Deathmark would look really good in a top hat. Probably. But she prefers a black dress. Black, of course, being symbolic of death in some cultures. Especially Eastern cultures, man. Why Mary's dressed like that. So instantly, Nope just be suspicious of her. But she's named after Mary-san. Curiously, none of Deathmark had anything to do with her calling people on the phone, which is kind of what the legend is all about. I guess if you consider that. Yeah, it's like this doll got discarded, and then she's like calling this girl that abandoned her on the phone. In fact, if you're interested in Mary-san, you know Bayonet from Pokemon? Now, Bayonet from Pokemon's kind of based on her, too. Vengeful discarded Dow, man. Of course, Marion Deathmark is a little bit more than that, man. It is really, really freaky, man. Alright, I guess we'll refight the boss, I guess. Of course, the annoying thing about this boss is when he disables your servants and you're left with just our niece. He also can inflict high stun on you. Yeah, you're probably wondering how all these bosses come back to life after you beat them. I assume it has something to do with the Night Lord's seal weakening or something. Obviously, as you level up and your servants get stronger, this guy is much easier to deal with. Obviously, watch out for the musical instruments that he drops on you. He'll drop more than a few on your head. Alright, you stunned. Hammer into him, man. See, we need to stop him from his musical instrument move. Yep, he's doing that move again. I'm pretty low in health. If I need to heal right now. Obviously, that special attack he does really hurts, man. Beat him again. Hopefully he drops a mark of maturation. Hope he didn't drop it. Well, I think we're done here anyway. And that. Life Drain on you. Those are really good skills to have. Well, then 8 plus defense. Not be bad. Plus defense on that. Leaving. Right. Calling it quits here, man. Sorry, guys. Still so much left to do, man. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Remember to play games and have fun, okay? Goodbye. I love you.